I came up to you at the SAG Awards and I was like, they should give you an award for Entertainer of the Year. That was me, remember that? And then Taron Egerton tapped me on the shoulder and was like, may I cut in and congratulate you? That must have been a fun night for you. And
Really fun, yeah. I mean, those things are really kind of special for us, and I feel bad that we ask people around the nation and the world to watch, because it's so nice for all of us to kind of see each other, because unless you're working on a film together, you don't get a chance to meet some of these people that you're fans of,
did you find out about any new Ozark fans that night of people coming up like Taron Egerton to say congratulations?
I mean, nothing that I can remember, but that's not because I didn't hear from any of them. It's just I've been conditioned to deflect. Anytime I get a compliment, or I sort of like forget it.
I don't know if they're compliments, but I do listen to Smartless a lot, and there was a lot of talk about your hair, the pandemic hair. And when I saw this movie last week, I was like, he got to keep the hair for the movie.
I had this stupid hair when they called for this movie, and I was like, oh, well, it's 1984. Perfect. I got the 84 loser hair. Why it's still on my head, I don't know why. Probably have to ask my wife. She's got something to do with that. She calls all the shots. My daughters would like it your length, Marty Bird length. I got to go back there.
By the way, just remember, you're so good in this movie. I think you have one of the most memorable intros of like, I gotta take a shit, and then we go see to the toilet. But by the way, it just looks like you guys are having a blast. What is the environment that he created on set? I think he just let you guys do your work, but what was it like to work in a Ben Affleck directed movie?
Yeah, well, he's got such a high set IQ. He's so comfortable there. He hires all of his friends, both in front of and behind the camera. So the environment is really safe and easy and loose, and everybody is encouraged to kind of contribute, which is a nice thing. It yields a lot of good work.
I was thinking of you. I just listened to the Smartless Natasha Lyonne episode on yesterday when I was on a walk, which good timing. She's so great. But it made me think of you tonight, hoping I would speak to you, because I was going to ask you this question. You guys talked about this a little bit, more her than you, but like when you're an actor for hire as opposed to just a collaborator who's brought in the process, what is that like for you? I mean, you direct yourself brilliantly so. What's it like just to show up as an actor for hire, especially in a movie like this?
It's exciting because you have one single duty, it's to act and be a good soldier for, the director. The work that a director does is just nonstop, and so it's exciting to know a little bit more each time about what might be helpful and what might be beneficial for what the director's trying to pull off, and you try to help do that, because they can't get to you between action and cut. You can make a lot of stuff work while you're in the middle of the scene, wait for a camera move to finish or whatever. So I like that part.
And then two more quick questions. One, Ben Affleck said in our Hollywood Reporter cover story that he, about tracking Michael Jordan down on the golf course, and he's like, golf is like meth. They just disappear. I'm sure as a golfer, I know from listening to Smartless, you're a big golfer. What did you think of that comparison?
Ben is enormously intelligent. He nailed it, and none more in agreement with his assessment than my wife. she immediately said that to me. He's on the money, but it's educational for me. I get a lot out of it. It's a hard thing to do well, so I'm out there training.
And then last question. I was stoked about this, that the Arrested Development is staying on Netflix. I have been rewatching it during the pandemic. Are you involved in any of those decisions, whether it stays? I mean, you're close with Ted. Do you put in a call? How do you feel about that?
No, absolutely. In fact, I wasn't aware of it until one of your colleagues down the row here. So I'm excited that people still have a place to watch it, because we're super proud of it, all of us.